They said it could be seen from space. They said it was built by millions. They said it was meant to keep the world out. But the truth of the Great Wall of China is far more brutal, more human, and more extraordinary than the legend. Long before the wall became stone and brick, China was a land under constant threat. To the north stretched endless grasslands, home to powerful nomadic tribes, fast riders, skilled archers, warriors who could strike and vanish before dawn. For centuries, Chinese villages lived with fear at their borders. Crops burned. Families vanished. Empires rose and fell trying to stop the raids. The solution was not a single wall. It was an idea that would consume dynasties, lives, and centuries. In the 7th century BCE, separate kingdoms began building their own defensive walls. They were crude, packed earth, wooden frames, stones stacked by hand. These early walls were not grand. They were desperate. Built quickly, repaired endlessly, and often soaked with blood. Everything changed in 221 BCE. A king named Qin Shi Huang conquered the rival states and declared himself the first emperor of China. His vision was absolute control. Standardized laws. A unified script. A single empire. And a single, continuous defense against the north. He ordered the walls to be joined. Hundreds of thousands of laborers were forced into service, soldiers, peasants, criminals, scholars. Men were taken from their homes. Some never returned. They worked in freezing winters and scorching summers, hauling stone up mountains, tamping earth layer by layer until it hardened like concrete. There were no machines. Only hands, ropes, baskets, and human bodies. Food was scarce. Injuries were constant. Death was routine. Many who collapsed were buried where they fell. Legend says the wall is the longest cemetery on earth, not because bones fill it, but because so many lives were lost to raise it. When Qin Shi Huang died, his dynasty fell quickly. But the wall remained. Over the centuries, new dynasties inherited the fear of invasion. The Han Dynasty expanded the wall westward to protect vital Silk Road trade routes. Caravans carrying silk, spices, and ideas passed beneath watchful towers, guarded by soldiers scanning the horizon for dust clouds that meant danger. The wall was no longer just a barrier. It was a border. A statement. This is where civilization ends, and the unknown begins. During the northern dynasties, the wall rose and fell with political chaos. Sections crumbled. Others were rebuilt stronger. Each dynasty added its own fingerprint, its own scars. Then came the Ming Dynasty. The Mongols had conquered China once before. The Ming emperors would not let it happen again. This time, the wall was transformed. Bricks replaced packed earth. Stone foundations were carved into jagged mountain ridges. Watchtowers rose at regular intervals, each one designed for communication. Smoke by day. Fire by night. One plume meant a small enemy force. Multiple plumes meant invasion. The wall became a living military system. Soldiers lived on it for years at a time. They trained, patrolled, repaired cracks, and watched the horizon. Some brought families. Small communities formed along the wall, life continuing in the shadow of war. Despite its strength, the wall was never truly impenetrable. In 1644, the gates were opened, not broken. A Ming general, facing rebellion, allowed the Manchu army to pass. The Qing dynasty rose, and the Great Wall lost its military purpose almost overnight. Time began to claim it. Bricks were stolen to build homes. Sections collapsed under wind and rain. Nature reclaimed the stone. Grass grew between cracks. Trees split towers apart. And yet, it endured. Today, the Great Wall stretches over 21,000 kilometers, winding across mountains, deserts, and valleys. No single person has ever walked its entire length. no single dynasty truly finished it. It is not one wall, but many walls, built by many hands, driven by fear, ambition, and survival. The Great Wall of China is not a symbol of isolation. It is a record of humanity's refusal to surrender. It stands as proof that when people are pushed to the edge of history, they build, not just with stone, but with sacrifice. And every brick still whispers the same question across time: what would you build to protect your world?